ドジャースのブレイク・スネル、フレディ・フリーマン、タイラー・グラスノー、テオスカー・ヘルナンデス、デーブ・ロバーツが米メディア MLB ネットワークに出演し、今シーズンについて話しました。彼らのコメントは非常に興味深いものであり、その内容を日本語字幕付きでお届けします。
Been good. Feels good. Camp's been very welcoming, and I'm excited to get it going.
Blake, I got to ask you about some guys would say spring training's too long, too many games. But looking back at, your year last year with spring training had to be ramped up during the Aprils and Mays of it. Do you take a little bit of a different appreciation for having a full spring training now and getting ready for the season?
Well, I came out a couple weeks early just to make sure I was ready, get to meet the new teammates. A lot of the guys were here early, which is pretty cool. But last year it taught me a lot. It made me better. I feel a lot more prepared going into this spring and excited for where I'm at and where I'll get to.
Lefties always hang out together. I've seen you talk about Kershaw, probably in our generation the best left-handed pitcher in our game. Being with him in the same clubhouse, what's that like?
It's cool. It's like he's been through it all. He's done it all. So any question that I'll have or anything he thinks he can help me with, it's going to help me be a way better player and understand the game even more than I do.
Dodger fans are excited to watch you pitch. Is there anything new? Is Blake Snell adding a wrinkle to what he's bringing to Los Angeles, or what you saw the last couple of years, what you're getting in LA?
Yeah. Right now, velo's still good. Movement's good. The consistency's good. So I like where I'm at. There's no sinker, cutter. I'm not there yet, but I'm aware that with age and velo, if it does drop, then I'll have to add that.
Let me ask you this about the starting rotation. Last year there was not one guy that threw over 160 plus innings. You're a guy that likes to log in your innings. Have they told you anything about, hey, we want 200 innings, 190 innings, or we just want quality from you, or whatever is the healthy Blake Snell?
Yeah, I told them I want to pitch. That's kind of all we've got to right now. They're just going to see how everything breaks down with spring and go from there. But they know I want to pitch, and I can't wait for it.
And you're cool with the NL Cy Young award-winning prediction I made on you. You're cool with that, right?
I'm good with it, yeah. I gotta make it happen now.
Okay. Well, I think that's why we got the interview. Not because of you, because I said that. Hey, good to see you, man.
All right, Freddie. You said last year in the World Series that it was going to take some time for all this to sink in.
Yeah.
You were the hero. Finally, after a whole offseason, has it sunk in?
A little bit, yeah, just because of the fans here. Every day in and day out, road games, home games, it is packed to the brim here at Camelback, and they're letting us know every single day. It's special. It took about a month or so for it to really settle in, and I think I've said it before, Charlie and I went down a YouTube rabbit hole just to see what was going on, and that was pretty cool, just the fans' reactions to all that went on in the World Series. So it's been special this spring training so
Let's
far.
speak a little bit about that. How do you feel health-wise? You're going to be able to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the plan like?
Yeah, so it's kind of, I'm right back on the training room table. Today's Wednesday, yeah, so 12 weeks tomorrow post-op. I'm going to play in the first game. I'll be DHing tomorrow. Just kind of manage the workload at the beginning. So I think I DH tomorrow, shooting for DH again Saturday, and potentially play first on Sunday. So I'm feeling pretty good. It's just tedious rehab stuff in spring training.
Last year's offseason was incredible, right? They got a couple guys that were incredible, Shohei, Yamamoto.
Yeah.
But this year, completely different roster. They added more pieces.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this team is better than actually last year's team?
I don't know how to answer that because we haven't played yet. And we won a championship last year, but it's special to be part of for an organization, ownership group, front office to go out there and keep adding and trying to put the best product that we possibly can on the field. I mean, it's on us to go out there and play. I think this game is, we wish it was more predictable than it is, but they gave us every chance to go out there and be special in the field, so hopefully we can do that.
Yeah, I think this year is going to be a special one for you. I still think you guys are going to get to the World Series again. Wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right,
appreciate you.
Yonder, thanks. Here with Tyler Glasnow. Tyler, year one with the Dodgers. Did it go as planned? How would you assess the way you fit into this organization?
It didn't necessarily go as planned. I think, obviously, the injury stuff, the biggest goal is to stay healthy and just be able to contribute in October was the biggest thing for me. So that's the game plan this year. Just find a way to address staying healthy, contribute in the postseason. And I think when I was healthy, I pitched well, but I still think there's I guess for me, I know I can do better than that, I guess. So that's kind of the goal going forward.
Is there like a checklist that you're trying to attack in terms of staying on the mound and getting 25 to 30 starts?
I think just maintaining like consistent mechanics. There's a couple things I changed this offseason. I think working with the coaches here and like just making sure each week I stay consistent in like what I'm doing and not tinkering, I guess, too much to where it's like a drastic difference. There's always going to be tinkering. It's baseball, but I think just staying within myself mechanically and kind of looking at it each week and making sure I stay on that path.
A 6-man rotation makes sense to fans, but not all pitchers like expanding the routine. Where do you stand on it?
I'm kind of indifferent. I think the last few years the Rays kind of did it a bit too. The Dodgers did it last year sometimes with the built-in off days. It was sometimes like 7 days. So I think in terms of consistency, a 5 day is great, but I think kind of what I've been going through with the injury stuff, I think it probably makes a lot of sense. So I just got to kind of adapt and just do it all season long.
Can a rotation overflowing with stars and future Hall of Famers really impact other members of the rotation?
I think so. I think each week in and out, I think as a starter, you're always really competitive. I think you always want to go out and pitch well that week, and I think when all the starters around you are really good, you kind of play up to that standard, I guess. And I think just learning the routine throughout the week and talking to some guys and like having Kershaw there and just there's so many good pitchers on the team. I do think everyone can kind of feed off one another.
I can't wait to see you make 30 starts and just be in the mix for a Cy Young. Tyler Glasnow, you got some of the best stuff in the game.
Appreciate it.
Love watching you work. I would have done the interview with Yonder, but he's afraid of you. Apparently, you dominated him. But Yonder's talking hitting. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Yonder, who are you with right now?
Thanks, Greg. I'm here with Oscar Hernandez. Theo, was there any chance that you were going to go anywhere else in the offseason? I mean, it just felt like Dodger Blue just fit in perfectly with you.
I mean, it's always a possibility. I'm not gonna lie, but in my head was I'm gonna do anything in my power just to come back. Obviously, I wait until they get a good deal and get it done.
All right, let's talk a little bit about position changings, right, from left field to right field. How's that working out for you? Do you like it more? Do you feel like there's more of an opportunity out there in right field? We've seen what you can do in left field, especially in the World Series. But what about now going to right field?
For me, I feel more comfortable playing right field. Obviously, last year I played a little bit in the first half. But for me, it's wherever they want me to play, I'm going to go there. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do the best that I can to help the team. Going back to right this year is going to be even better. I feel more comfortable. This is about how you feel, where you playing, where you're hitting in the lineup, and for me, I think it's going to be better.
Look, everybody's going to come and bring you the A games, right? That's what it is. When you're going to Dodger, where you're playing against the Dodgers, it's number one. You got to bring your one game in. How much fun is that for next year moving forward, knowing that you guys have a chance to possibly repeat?
Just to think about it, it's really exciting. We got a pretty good team. We had a good team last year. We got a better team this year. It's just a matter of time. Everybody stay healthy. I think that's going to be the key for us this year. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to enjoy it the max and just enjoy the game.
One thing's for sure, you're going to have a nice smile every single day.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 330 and 100. You got to book it. Wishing you nothing but the best, and I can't wait to watch you this year.
We're here with the world champion skipper, Dave Roberts. Dave, you don't look hungover, man. That World Series hangover thing, is that a real thing?
It's a real thing, but I had 3 months to get over my hangover, and I did that by eating really well, doing a lot of travel, and now being here in the desert, I feel revived and ready for 2025.
But World Series hangover is how the team plays the next year.
Right.
Are you buying that at all?
I'm not, because even my only point of context, guys, is 2021 after we won in 2020, and we came out and won a ton of games. The Giants edged us out in the division, but we won a ton of games and lost steam later in the postseason. But, our guys came into camp this year. Mookie Betts, Freddie, Freeman, all these guys came in 2 weeks early to kind of get ready to go, where you're kind of guarding against thinking about they might come the day before report date, but they were all here early. Everyone's excited, and obviously with the infusion of the position players, the pitchers that we got on board now, guys are raring to go.
I thought last offseason was amazing, right? Ohtani, Yamamoto, all of a sudden now, $500 million you guys spent this offseason. What was that like getting those phone calls every day saying, okay, we got this guy, now we got this guy, now we got this guy?
It was like, I mean, it was like each day seemed to be like my birthday or Christmas. And it's like, you know, every organization, every offseason, you sort of have a wish list, a checklist on what you want, a hope list, or whatever it is. And, you know, even after we signed Blake Snell early, that was a plus offseason. Yeah. The main thing for me is we have the ability now to say no. There's a lot of people that want to play for us that just don't fit the character bar. Fortunately for all of us, our character showed out last year.
You danced when you won the World Series. Are you going to actually rap when you win back-to-back World Series? You got to give the fans a little something.
Dude, I remember back in the day, certainly I did the Ice Cube. That was like a take your shot, as these young kids say now. It's like, I got to take my shot. So I shot my shot.
And you did.
I shot my shot with Ice Cube. So I did that. Curtis Blow used to be my guy. It was called basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Just like I'm the king on the microphone, so is Dr. J and Moses Malone. So that's all I got. I still remember that, man. Let's go.
Highlight of the show right there. Dave Roberts. I love it. Well done. Thank you so much.